Today, Buckingham Palace throws its gilded doors open to the public for its summer exhibition.
The world of royalty has long been associated with opulence, luxury, and magnificent residences.
Versailles is gleaming again after 3 years of delicate yet massive renovation. The Royal Chapel in France has regained the former glory from when the King Louis XIV lived there.
From sprawling palaces to majestic castles, the residences of monarchs and aristocrats have captivated the public's imagination for centuries.
It's spring in Japan, and that's official, as marked by the annual opening of the Kyoto Imperial Palace, the former official residence of the country's emperors.
Join us on a visual journey through opulence and grandeur as we uncover the secrets behind these lavish abodes. Let's dive in. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace, originally known as Buckingham House, has a rich history that dates back to the 18th century. It all began in 1703 when the Duke of Buckingham, John Sheffield, built the house as a private residence. Over the years, the house changed hands several times until it caught the attention of King George III. In 1761, King George III acquired Buckingham House as a private retreat for his wife, Queen Charlotte. Little did he know that this acquisition would mark the beginning of a remarkable transformation. As the years went by, Buckingham House underwent various renovations and additions, gradually evolving into the magnificent palace we know today. However, it wasn't until the accession of Queen Victoria in 1837 that Buckingham House officially became the London residence of the British monarch. Queen Victoria's reign marked a turning point in the palace's history. It became the focal point of the British monarchy and also underwent significant expansions and renovations. The most notable addition was the construction of 3 wings around a central courtyard, which enhanced the palace's grandeur and provided more space for the growing royal family. Buckingham Palace is an impressive example of neoclassical architecture. It features a symmetrical facade with 3 main wings, the East Wing, Central Block, and West Wing. The facade is adorned with columns, balustrades, and decorative sculptures. The palace has over 775 rooms, including 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, 92 offices, and 78 bathrooms. The grandeur of the palace is further enhanced by the presence of the famous balcony, where the royal family makes appearances during special occasions. Venturing into the interior, you will find yourself immersed in a world of luxury and elegance. The staterooms, which are open to the public for a limited time each year, are a true marvel to behold. These rooms serve as the backdrop for official ceremonies and state banquets, and each one is meticulously designed to impress. One of the highlights of the staterooms is the throne room, where the monarch receives honored guests and holds investitures. Another notable space within Buckingham Palace is the ballroom, which is used for grand receptions and state banquets. One of the most popular attractions at Buckingham Palace is the changing of the guard ceremony, which takes place daily during the summer months and every other day during the rest of the year. The East Wing of Buckingham Palace offers a unique atmosphere with an oriental touch. This section of the palace features an exquisite collection of art and artifacts from the Far East, creating a captivating contrast to the grandeur of the staterooms. The palace is surrounded by beautiful gardens spanning 40 acres, featuring manicured lawns, flower beds, and ornamental lakes. According to recent estimates, Buckingham Palace is valued at around $5 billion, £3.9 billion. Buckingham Palace stands as a symbol of the British monarchy, a testament to resilience and a showcase of grand architecture and opulent interiors. It is a living embodiment of the nation's history, heritage, and cultural legacy. Istana Nurul Iman Palace. The Istana Nurul Iman Palace, also known as the Palace of the Light of Faith, has a rich history that dates back to its construction in the 1980s. Designed by the renowned Filipino-Visayan architect Leandro V. Locsin, this architectural masterpiece was built to serve as the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah, and the seat of the Brunei government. The name Istana Nurul Iman is derived from the Malay word istana, meaning palace, and the Arabic phrase Nurul Iman, which translates to the light of faith. This name perfectly encapsulates the grandeur and significance of this magnificent palace. Construction of the Istana Nurul Iman Palace began in 1982 and was completed in 1984. The architectural design of the palace was heavily influenced by Brunei's Islamic and Malay heritage. Leandro V. Locsin incorporated elements such as golden domes and vaulted roofs, which are iconic features of Islamic and Malay architecture. These design choices not only pay homage to Brunei's cultural heritage, but also add a touch of grandeur to the palace's overall aesthetic. The interior of the palace was masterfully designed by Quan Chu, the design principal of KCA International. Quan Chu is renowned for his work on the Burj Al Arab in Dubai, and his expertise is evident in the opulent and luxurious interiors of the Istana Nurul Iman Palace. Every detail, from the intricate carvings to the lavish furnishings, exudes elegance and sophistication. To bring this architectural marvel to to life, construction was undertaken by Ayala Abbott and Butters, a reputable UK construction firm. The project was completed at a staggering cost of approximately $1.4 billion US, making it one of the most expensive palaces ever built. The immense investment in the construction of the Istana Nurul Iman Palace is a testament to the Sultan's commitment to creating a residence befitting his status as one of the world's wealthiest monarchs. Upon its completion, the Istana Nurul Iman Palace became the largest residential palace in the world and the largest single-family residence ever built. It boasts an impressive total of 1,788 rooms, including 257 bathrooms. The palace's banquet hall can be expanded to accommodate up to 5,000 guests, making it an ideal venue for grand events and celebrations. Additionally, the palace features a mosque that can accommodate 1,500 worshippers, reflecting the Sultan's devotion to his faith. The grandeur of the Istana Nurul Iman Palace extends beyond its interior. The palace grounds encompass a 110-car garage, an air-conditioned stable for the Sultan's 200 polo ponies, and 5 luxurious swimming pools. The palace's total floor area spans an astonishing 2,152,782 square feet, 200,000 square meters, making it a true architectural marvel. Istana Nurul Iman Palace is valued at approximately $2.55 billion, and while it's primarily a private residence for the Sultan and his family, it is occasionally open to the public during certain events, such as the annual Hari Raya Eid al-Fitr celebrations, where thousands of Bruneians are invited to visit the palace, receive gifts, and partake in festivities. Palace of Versailles. In the heart of Versailles, France, stands a magnificent testament to the grandeur and opulence of the French monarchy, the Palace of Versailles. Commissioned by the Sun King himself, King Louis XIV, this former royal residence is now owned by the French Republic and managed by the public establishment of the Palace, Museum and National Estate of Versailles. It has become one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world, drawing millions of visitors each year. The construction of the Palace of Versailles began in 1661 under the watchful eye of Louis XIV. The king envisioned a palace that would not only serve as a residence but also as a symbol of his absolute power and authority. With this in mind, he spared no expense in creating a palace that would leave a lasting impression on all who beheld it. The initial construction of the palace was overseen by architect Louis Lavaux, who designed the main building in a classical French style. The palace was built on the site of a former hunting lodge and was surrounded by vast tracts of land, which would later be transformed into the magnificent gardens that we know today. As construction progressed, subsequent kings made various additions and renovations to the palace, each leaving their mark on this architectural masterpiece. King Louis XV commissioned the Petit Trianon and the Grand Trianon, 2 retreats for the royal family located within the palace grounds. The palace played a pivotal role in French politics and culture during the 17th and 18th centuries. It served as the center of power, art and science, attracting the most talented artists, architects and intellectuals of the time. The palace became a hub of creativity and innovation, with renowned figures such as Jean-Baptiste Lully, André Lenotre and Charles Lebrun contributing to its splendor. The palace is a symbol of power and cultural significance, and it also showcased the incredible architectural prowess of its time. From the majestic Hall of Mirrors to the ornate Royal Chapel and the elegant Royal Opera, every corner of the palace exudes a sense of grandeur. The state apartments of the king underwent transformations. They were transformed into galleries for paintings and receptions, showcasing the artistic treasures amassed by the French monarchy. The Salon of Hercules became a gallery displaying masterpieces of art. The Salon of Abundance now housed exquisite paintings and sculptures. The Salon of Venus and the Salon of Mercury also became showcases for artistic masterpieces, further enhancing the cultural significance of the palace. The gardens are equally as impressive as the palace itself. Designed by landscape architect André Lenotre, the gardens span over 800 hectares and feature meticulously manicured lawns, grand fountains, and exquisite sculptures. The Palace of Versailles is valued at approximately $1.5 billion, as it holds immense cultural, historical and political significance. It served as the seat of power for the French monarchy and witnessed numerous important events, including the signing of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919, which ended World War I. Today it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a major tourist attraction. The Forbidden City. During the early 15th century in the Ming Dynasty era, a colossal endeavor commenced in Beijing, China. This ambitious project aimed to erect a palace complex that would epitomize imperial authority and splendor, none other than the Forbidden City. Emperor Yongle, the third ruler of the Ming Dynasty, harbored a vision of a palace that would outshine any other in its grandeur. Thus, the construction of the Forbidden City commenced in 1406 and endured for 14 years, culminating in its completion in 1420. This monumental task task engaged over 1 million laborers and artisans, underscoring the sheer scale and magnitude of the undertaking. The Forbidden City was designed to be the winter residence of the Emperor of China, serving as the political and ceremonial center for over 500 years. It was a place where emperors held court, made important decisions, and conducted elaborate rituals. The palace complex was not only a symbol of imperial power, but also a reflection of the philosophical and religious principles of the time. Covering an area of 720,000 square meters, the Forbidden City consists of over 8,700 buildings, making it the largest palace complex in the world. Its architectural style is a masterpiece of traditional Chinese palatial design, characterized by intricate details, vibrant colors, and exquisite craftsmanship. The palace is divided into two main sections, the outer court and the inner court. The outer court was the public area where important ceremonies and events took place. It includes magnificent halls such as the Hall of Supreme Harmony, the Hall of Central Harmony, and the Hall of Preserving Harmony. These halls were meticulously designed to impress and awe visitors with their grandeur. The inner court, on the other hand, was the private residence of the emperor and his family. It was a secluded area where the emperor conducted his daily affairs and lived a life of luxury. The inner court consists of various palaces, including the Palace of Heavenly Purity, the Hall of Union, and the Palace of Earthly Tranquility. These palaces were the heart of the Forbidden City, where the emperor and his family resided and governed the empire. In 1925, the last emperor of China, Puyi, was expelled from the Forbidden City, marking the end of imperial rule. Since then, the palace complex has been transformed into a museum, showcasing the rich history and cultural heritage of China. The Forbidden City's value is estimated at around $70 billion, largely due to the high land prices in the surrounding area, as well as its historical and cultural significance. It was the center of political power in China for centuries, witnessing the rise and fall of numerous emperors and dynasties. It was also a place of cultural exchange, where art, literature, and philosophy flourished under imperial patronage. In 1987, the Forbidden City was designated as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, recognizing it as the largest collection of preserved ancient wooden structures in the world. Winter Palace. The Winter Palace, the magnificent and opulent residence of the Russian Tsars, is located in St. Petersburg, Russia. This historic palace, now known as the Hermitage Museum, is a symbol of the grandeur and power of Imperial Russia. The construction of the Winter Palace began in the early 18th century, with the first iteration being built in 1711 for Peter the Great. However, it was under the reign of Empress Elizabeth that the palace truly began to take shape. Elizabeth, known for her love of grandeur and opulence, commissioned renowned architects such as Bartolomeo Rastrelli to design and expand the palace. Rastrelli, a master of the Elizabethan Baroque style, envisioned a palace that would reflect the might and power of Imperial Russia. The exterior of the palace was adorned with intricate decorations and statuary, showcasing the wealth and splendor of the Russian monarchy. As the construction of the Winter Palace progressed, it became a symbol of the growing influence and dominance of the House of Romanov. The palace served as the official residence of the Russian Tsars from 1732 until the Russian Revolution in 1917. It was within these walls that the imperial family lived and governed, surrounded by luxury and extravagance. Over the years, the Winter Palace went through several stages of construction and expansion. The third Winter Palace, designed by Domenico Trezzini, incorporated the second Winter Palace as one of its pavilions. However, it was the fourth and final Winter Palace, built by Francesco Bartolomeo Rastrelli and expanded by other architects, that truly solidified its grandeur. During the reign of Catherine the Great, the Winter Palace underwent significant changes and additions. Catherine, passionate patron of the arts, amassed an impressive collection of artworks, including masterpieces by renowned artists such as Rembrandt and Rubens. The Winter Palace played a pivotal role in Russian history, witnessing both triumphs and tragedies. It was within these walls that the Russian Provisional Government was seated in 1917, before being stormed by Red Guard soldiers and sailors during the October Revolution. The palace became a symbol of the revolution and the end of the Romanov dynasty. The exterior of the Winter Palace, with its opulent decoration and statuary, sets the stage for the grandeur that awaits within. The facade is adorned with intricate carvings, gilded accents, and majestic columns. The interior underwent various redesigns over the years, with neoclassical influences becoming more prominent during the reign of Catherine the Great and her grandson Nicholas I. The estimated value of the Winter Palace is approximately $1 billion, and one of the most remarkable features of the palace is its vast number of rooms. With over 1,500 rooms spread across its expansive floor area, the palace is a labyrinth of luxurious chambers, each more stunning than the last. The first floor of the Winter Palace was reserved for the principal rooms and living quarters of the imperial family. The Winter Palace also housed the Imperial Hermitage Museum, which opened its doors in 1852. The museum displayed a vast collection of art and artifacts, showcasing the cultural heritage of Russia and the world. The Grand Palace. The Grand Palace in Bangkok, Thailand, stands as a testament to the rich history and cultural heritage of the country. Construction of this magnificent complex began in 1782 under the order of King Phutayotpha Chulalok, also known as Rama I, the founder of the Chakri dynasty. Since then, it has served as the official residence of the kings of Siam and later Thailand, making it a place of great historical significance. The palace complex, covering an area of over 2 million square feet, is situated on the banks of the Chao Phraya River in the heart of Bangkok. Its rectangular shape and strategic location reflect the careful planning and foresight of its creators. Over the years, the palace has undergone organic development, with new buildings and structures added, especially during the reign of King Chulalongkorn, also known as Rama V. While the king and his court no longer permanently reside within the palace, it continues to be used for official events and ceremonies. The Grand Palace remains a working palace, with several royal offices still located within its walls. The Grand Palace is divided into several quarters, each with its own distinct features and purpose. One of the most revered areas within the complex is the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, also known as Wat Phra Kaeo. This sacred temple houses the famous Emerald Buddha, a highly venerated statue carved from a single piece of jade. The temple is a spiritual sanctuary and a place of pilgrimage for Buddhists from around the world. Another notable quarter is the Outer Court, a vast area where important state ceremonies and royal processions take place. It is adorned with stunning architecture, beautifully manicured gardens, and intricate details that showcase the craftsmanship of the artisans who contributed to its creation. The Middle Court houses various administrative buildings and residences. It is here that we find the Phra Thinang Chakri Mahaprasat, a magnificent structure that blends Thai and European architectural styles. It is used for important state occasions and houses the Budthan Tom throne, adding an air of regality to the proceedings. Within the Middle Court we also find the Phra Thinang Chakraphat Phiman, which was the primary residence of the monarch. This building, with its canopied bed and dressing chamber, offers a glimpse into the personal life of the king. It is a place where the monarch could retreat and find solace amidst the demands of ruling a nation. As we delve deeper into the Grand Palace, we encounter other structures such as the Phra Thinang Dusidaphirom, Phra Thinang Ratcharoede, and Phra Thinang Sanam Chan. These buildings served various purposes, from robing chambers to outdoor audience chambers, each playing a unique role in the functioning of the palace. The Grand Palace is valued at an estimate of $895 million. The palace is not just a collection of buildings, it is a living testament to the history and culture of Thailand. Its stunning architecture, intricate details, and beautiful gardens make it a must-visit destination for anyone interested in Thai history and culture. Hofburg Palace. The Hofburg Palace symbolizes the magnificence and influence of the Habsburg dynasty, which reigned over Austria for centuries. Its history dates back to the 13th century, when it was initially constructed as the seat of the Dukes of Austria. Over time, as the Habsburgs grew in influence and authority, palace expanded and transformed into a symbol of their wealth and prestige. From 1438 to 1583, and again from 1612 to 1806, the Hofburg Palace served as the seat of the Habsburg kings and emperors of the Holy Roman Empire. It was here that they conducted affairs of state, held lavish court ceremonies, and entertained dignitaries from around the world. The palace became a center of political power, where decisions that shaped the course of European history were made. One of the most significant periods in the palace's history was during the reign of Emperor Franz Joseph I. Under his rule, the Hofburg Palace underwent extensive renovations and expansions, transforming it into the magnificent complex we see today. Franz Joseph III ordered the construction of the Heldenplatz, Heroes Square, which was intended to be part of the Kaiser Forum, a grand architectural project that was never completed. The Heldenplatz stands as a testament to the emperor's vision and ambition. Throughout its history, the Hofburg Palace has been home to countless emperors, empresses, and other members of the Habsburg family. It has witnessed births, marriages, and deaths of monarchs, as well as the rise and fall of empires. The palace has been witness to both triumphs and tragedies, reflecting the turbulent history of Austria and Europe. Today, the Hofburg Palace continues to play a significant role in Austrian politics and culture. Since 1946, it has been the official residence and workplace of the President of Austria. The palace also houses important institutions such as the Austrian National Library and the Spanish Riding School, which showcases the art of classical dressage. Beyond its political and cultural significance, the Hofburg Palace is a treasure trove of architectural beauty. It features a variety of architectural styles, including Gothic, Renaissance, Baroque and Neo-Baroque, starting with the Swiss wing, tracing back to the 13th century and reflecting the medieval origins of the palace. Within the Swiss court, the Burgkapelle, a Gothic chapel, unveils its intricate stained glass windows and ornate altar, steeped in history as the venue for imperial celebrations. Adjacent lies the Treasury Schatzkammer, safeguarding the imperial insignia and crown jewels, adorned with precious gems. Progressing to the Amalienburg, named after Empress Amalie Wilhelmine, we witness the Renaissance-style residence of Emperor Rudolf II, featuring a celestial-themed clock, symbolizing his cosmic curiosity. Further exploration leads to the Leopoldine wing, offering opulent living quarters and architectural marvels reflecting Emperor Leopold I's era. The Imperial Chancellery Wing and Festival Hall Wing, with their grandeur and regal interiors, complete our captivating journey through the historical legacy of the Hofburg Palace. The Hofburg Palace continues to play a vital role as the official residence and workplace of the President of Austria. It stands as a symbol of the country's rich heritage and serves as a reminder of its imperial past. Imperial Palace. The story of the Imperial Palace begins at the former site of Edo Castle. After the capitulation of the shogunate and the Meiji Restoration in the late 19th century, the inhabitants of the Edo Castle, including the Shogun Tokugawa Yoshinobu, were required to vacate the premises. On November 26, 1868, the emperor arrived from the Kyoto Imperial Palace and renamed the castle to Tokei Castle, reflecting the change in the capital city's name to Tokyo. However, it was later renamed Imperial Castle on May 9, 1869, signifying its status as the primary residence of the emperor. Throughout its history, the Imperial Palace has witnessed significant events and transformations. Previous fires had ravaged the Honmaru area, which housed the old donjon, and the Nishinamaru Palace, the former residence of the shogun. In 1873, a fire engulfed the Nishinamaru Palace, leading to the construction of the new Imperial Palace Castle on the same site in 1888. This new palace boasted magnificent gardens and became the focal point of imperial ceremonies and functions. In the early 20th century, the Imperial Palace underwent further changes. The Meiji-era structures, constructed primarily of wood, were gradually replaced with more concrete buildings. The headquarters of the Imperial Household Ministry and the Privy Council were added, showcasing a blend of Japanese and Western architectural elements. Tragically, the Imperial Palace suffered extensive damage during World War II. On the night of May 25, 1945, it became a target of the Allied firebombing raid on Tokyo. The structures within the palace grounds were largely destroyed, including the main palace hall and residences. In the aftermath of the war, the Imperial Palace underwent a process of reconstruction. From 1964 to 1968, a new main palace hall and residences were built on the western portion of the site, designed by architect Junzo Yoshimura. The area was renamed Imperial Residence in 1948, while the eastern part became the East Garden, which opened to the public in 1968. The Imperial Palace complex is a harmonious blend of traditional Japanese design and modern elements. The main palace, known as the Kyuden, is a striking example of this architectural fusion. The main buildings are constructed in the traditional Japanese architectural style, characterized by wooden structures, sliding doors, and tatami mat floors. The palace is surrounded by extensive gardens, moats, and stone walls, providing a tranquil oasis in the heart of Tokyo. From the Kyuden to the grandeur of the State Function Hall, known as Seiden, which serves as the central part of the palace and is the largest building within the compound, and the most iconic features of the Imperial Palace, which is the Matsu no Ma or Pine Chamber. The Imperial Palace is not only a testament to architectural brilliance but also a haven of natural beauty. The palace grounds encompass stunning gardens that have been meticulously maintained for centuries. The Ninamaru Garden boasts symbolic trees representing each prefecture in Japan, totaling 260 trees of 30 different varieties, while the Suwa no Chaya tea house offers a glimpse into the traditional Japanese tea ceremony, providing visitors with with a serene and authentic experience. Royal Palace of Madrid. The Royal Palace of Madrid, also known as Palacio Real de Madrid, is a true architectural marvel that has stood the test of time. Built between 1738 and 1755, this majestic palace was constructed on the very grounds where a Muslim-era fortress once stood. It is a symbol of Spain's rich history and cultural heritage. The interior of the palace is a treasure trove of art and fine materials, a testament to the exquisite taste of the Spanish monarchy. Every room, every hall exudes an air of elegance and sophistication. The palace houses an impressive collection of paintings by some of the greatest artists in history. Works by Caravaggio, Francisco de Goya, and Velázquez adorn the walls, each stroke of the brush capturing the essence of the Spanish artistic tradition. These masterpieces offer a glimpse into the rich cultural tapestry of Spain, a visual feast for art enthusiasts. The palace is also adorned with breathtaking frescoes by Giovanni Battista Tiepolo and Anton Raphael Mengs. These intricate and detailed works of art transport us to another world where myth and history intertwine in a symphony of colors and forms. The palace is not only a haven for paintings and frescoes, but also a treasure trove of other priceless artifacts. Collections of porcelain, watches, and furniture grace the halls, each piece a testament to the craftsmanship and artistry of its time. It's as if we've stepped into a time capsule where the past comes alive before our very eyes. And here's a little-known fact that will surely leave you astounded. The Royal Palace of Madrid is home to the world's only complete Stradivarius string quintet. These rare and exquisite instruments, crafted by the legendary Antonio Stradivari himself, are a testament to the palace's commitment to preserving and celebrating the arts. Throughout its history, the Royal Palace of Madrid has undergone several renovations and expansions. After a devastating fire in 1734, the palace was rebuilt in the Baroque style by Italian architect Filippo Juvara. Later additions by architects such as Francesco Sabatini and Ventura Rodriguez added their own unique touches to the palace's design. These renovations have ensured that the palace stands as a true reflection of its historical significance, captivating visitors with its timeless beauty. Today, the palace continues to enchant visitors from around the world. Its doors are open to all who wish to immerse themselves in the rich cultural heritage of Spain. Whether you're an art lover, a history enthusiast, or simply someone who appreciates beauty, the Royal Palace of Madrid offers an unforgettable experience. Villa Leopolda. Villa Leopolda, situated on the French Riviera, has a captivating history dating back to the early 20th century. Designed by the visionary American architect Ogden Codman Jr., the villa's origins are traced to an estate once owned by King Leopold II of Belgium. Originally gifted to his mistress Blanche Delacroix, the villa derives its name from the king himself. Tragedy struck when King Leopold II passed away, resulting in Blanche's eviction and the property's transfer to King Albert I. Villa Leopolda played a pivotal role during World War I, serving as a military hospital that offered solace and care to wounded soldiers amidst the chaos of war. In 1919, Thérèse Vitali, Comtesse de Beauchamp, acquired the estate and initiated enhancements to elevate its elegance and luxury status. Codman, recognizing its grandeur, purchased the existing structures and embarked on an architectural endeavor to transform the villa into a masterpiece. Despite financial challenges, Codman's neo-Palladian vision and meticulous attention to detail resulted in a spectacular villa, blending architectural beauty with natural splendor. In the 1950s, Villa Leopolda caught the attention of the Agnelli family, known for their association with the Fiat automobile empire. Gianni Agnelli, the president of Fiat, and his wife Marella Agnelli were captivated by the villa's beauty and grandeur. They saw in Villa Leopolda a place where they could escape the pressures of their busy lives and indulge in the luxurious lifestyle they were accustomed to. In 1963, the villa changed hands once again, this time to the Canadian philanthropist Dorothy J. Killam. She became the proud owner of this iconic property and resided there until her passing in 1965. However, 1987, Villa Leopolda would enter a new era of grandeur and extravagance. The Lebanese-born Brazilian banker Edmond Safra and his wife Lily Safra acquired the villa, adding their own unique flair to its already illustrious history. The Safras spared no expense in making Villa Leopolda a true reflection of their wealth and refined taste. Renowned interior designer Renzo Mongiardino was commissioned to transform the interiors of the villa into a haven of luxury and elegance. Every room was meticulously designed, with attention to detail and a focus on creating a space that exudes opulence. The second-floor bedrooms were decorated by Mika Ertegun, adding a touch of sophistication and beauty to the living spaces. Villa Leopolda has hosted numerous notable guests over the years, including royalty, celebrities, and heads of state. Its historical significance, architectural splendor, and idyllic location make it a a sought-after destination for luxury living and entertainment. Villa La Leopolda is estimated to be worth $750 million. The estate boasts luxurious amenities, including multiple swimming pools, tennis courts, extensive gardens with rare plants and sculptures, and breathtaking views of the coastline. The interiors are adorned with fine furnishings, antique artworks, and intricate detailing, reflecting its grandeur. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploring the most luxurious royal mansions in the world. For more captivating stories, click on the next video. Until next time.